Let me begin by remembering Charles Dickens' opening to A Tale of Two Cities. It was the worst of times with the pandemic scare, yet it was the best of times for NIT Tiruchirappalli. We broke into the top 10 among engineering colleges in the NIRF rankings. With empty classrooms, it seemed like the age of foolishness. With lectures and examinations migrating to online platforms, we turned it into an age of wisdom. With one unforeseen challenge after another, it seemed like an epoch of incredulity, till we innovated, improvised, invented to turn it into an epoch of self-belief. There was enough suffering to tell us it was a season of darkness, but we pulled together to turn it into a season of hope. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the Institute Day celebrations of the National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. Today, the 6th of March, 2021, we celebrate national and international landmarks and the many achievements of our students and faculty today. We start proceedings with invocation Tamil Thai Varthu. It's an anthropomorphic hymn to Mother Tamil, and we are led in the invocation by Puduma Bharati Karunakaran. She is Assistant Professor with the Department of Architecture. Please rise for the invocation.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் வதனமென திகழ்பரத கண்டமிதில் தெக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு பிறை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே அத்திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Institute Day is coming to you from the campus of NIT Trichy. Here, the director and the dean and the registrar are joined by our chairperson, Board of Governors, Shri Bhaskar Bhatt from Bengaluru, and the chief guest for the day, Shri Vikas Swaroop, would be addressing us. He is meeting us from Delhi. We also recognize the presence of our former director, Shri M. Chidambaram, who is here with us among the audience. I now have the pleasure of inviting our President of the Students' Council, Mr. Snehit Gala, to welcome the gathering.
Good morning to one and all present here. I still feel the weightlessness I feel every time I stand here, even after 8 months. So it's indeed a great pleasure and privilege for me to welcome you all to the National Institute of Technology Tiruchirappalli's Institute Day 2020. We are honored with the presence of our chief guest of the day, Shri Vikas Swarup, Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India. Thanks for gracing us with their presence on this momentous occasion. I would like to welcome Shri Bhaskar Bhatt, Chairperson, Board of Governors. I would also like to welcome our beloved Director, Dr. Minishaji Thomas, and our ex-Director, Dr. M. Chidambaram. I would also like to welcome the Board of Governor members, Registrar, Deans, Associate Deans of our distinguished institute, faculty, temporary faculty, staff, and my dear friends. I extend my warm greetings to all of you. I would like to thank the present media for the presence. Since its inception on 29th April 1964, NIT Trichy has transformed itself from being not just a regional engineering college, but to an academic institute known all over the world. And this legacy of NIT Trichy is what we carry with all of us. The Institute Day, we would like to honor the students who have been and will be instrumental in taking the name of NIT Trichy to the new heights. As per the recent survey by National Institutional Ranking Framework, we've maintained our ranking as the #1 NIT in the country, with our nationwide ranking moving from 10th position to 9th position in 2020, which is not an easy feat for any institute. Since 1964, the institute has produced more than 30,000 alumni who excelling in the fields of interest and have started returning to its alma mater by opening opportunities for the current students to work on their ideas and providing facilities to make an idea into a sellable product in the market. We would like to thank the distinguished alumni for their tireless effort in this regard. So when I actually received a call from the academic office regarding the Institute Day, I was full on prepping, like I should do this, I should do that, I should talk this, I should talk that. But after 8 months, after graduating, when I was just crossing the main gate of the college, I just couldn't hold up all the memories. Everything have just flashed up over the last 4 years. And the immense learning exposure which I have got is tremendous. I'm sure every one of you, not only the students who are sitting here, but the ones who are seeing, will definitely relate with me that we've changed a lot from what we've been 4 years before. And this year 1920, as you all know, is very different from what it has been all these years. So I still remember the day when we were first taking the decision of the 15-day haul, which we never thought would be this long, was very, there's a lot of turmoil. That day we had a meeting at almost 11:30 in the night, where director, deans, registrar, everyone was there streamlining the processes, and next day early morning we had a meeting at 7. So that was the turmoil which was created, and starting from there were lot of instances where we were taken by surprise. Lot of ever changing rules, uncertainty, and a sudden wave of change which was never anticipated, but still we stood through. One side of the coin is to see the logistic issues, secure the campus, make sure the rules are getting complied, making sure everyone is safe. And the other side of the coin is, in the parallelly, how do we make sure our academics are up? Then we took a decision of making classes online. Teachers were given online content creation trainings. Then everything went online. CSG took a hell lot of work, like a mammoth effort in creating a website for exam, and very like you couldn't imagine the days they took to design it and make it up so that we could attend our online exams. All of this happened in a flash, and I'm very proud of how it was taken through the that days of turmoil. And Council 1920, you guys have been awesome. The way you guys stood for the things when they were hard were really commendable, and the things you put at stake for making sure we achieve all the goals we set, everything was really awesome. Thanks a lot for the effort. And also I have personally seen a lot of staff, if I start naming I'll definitely forget one or two, but who have gone out of their duty, out of their way to make sure that students get benefited in every office, academic office, CSG, estate maintenance department, hostel office, everything that's related to students. Most of them have taken effort, have taken the resilience to come during the pandemic to college to make sure that students get what they're getting, and students are benefiting what they have to. And you guys are really an inspiration to us. Thanks a lot for everything that's been done. So this Institute Day 2020 is reminiscing of what all we have done the last year, how different it has been in the last year and how different it's gonna be, and how we stood through all this is this Institute Day. So this is definitely a different Institute Day from all of the years we had, and I once again welcome you all for that. And in my concluding remarks, I would just like to express my gratitude to all the people who stood through me thick and thin in the college, director ma'am, deans, registrar, council, and also my parents, Tali, my friends, the whole Aave group, Meg Zero, Zircon, juniors and seniors. Thanks a lot for every learning and every moment. And we really look forward to whatever is gonna happen in the next year also from the college, and we'll really cherish every moment we had. And for the one last time, as Council 1920, along with the Council 1920 team, Pragya, Satish, Diksha, Rahul, Lalit, Vivek, Shivaranjani, Satish, Manika, Tarik, Divya, Rahul Vignesh, Harishwar, Sheshasai, all the clubs, all the departments, associations, Pragyan 20 core team, NITWest 20 core team, and Festival 19 core team, you guys have done an awesome job. And again, welcome to Institute Day 2020. Thank you.
For speaking from his heart and for making a welcome address so different, but then this is a different Institute Day too. We thank Snehit Gala, and I thought he also got the thumbs up from the director for such a spontaneous expression of his very warm sentiments. It was a wonderful year when we pulled together to get us out of a phase. Thank you, Gala, once again for remembering those times. But you will still get a chance to be on stage when we recognize the stupendous efforts of the Student Council. It is my pleasure to welcome Professor Ram Kalyan Ayagari. He is with the Department of Instrumentation and Control Engineering. He took over as a Dean of Academic Programs a couple of months back. And today he will present his first report as Dean of Academic Programs, outlining the achievements of our students and faculty. A wonderful communicator, a very dynamic administrator. It's a good fortune he is in charge of the academic programs at NIT Trichy. Over to you, Professor Ram Kalyan.
Season's greetings and a very good morning to each one of you witnessing this August occasion. Distinguished Chief Guest, Sri Vikas Swarup, Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, Honorable Chairman of the Board of Governors, Sri Bhaskar Bhatt, respected Madam Director, Professor Mini Shaji Thomas, Registrar, Deans, heads of various departments, members of the faculty, staff, beloved students and their parents, student council, alumni of this prestigious institution, Professor Chidambaram and other invited guests, the press and the media representatives. It gives me an immense pleasure welcoming each one of you to this 56th Institute Day celebrations at the National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. With the magical foresight of former principals and directors, continuous influx of talented faculty, bright students, and sincere staff, we continue the academic mountaineering. For the year 2019-20, I take pride presenting a list of achievements in addition to various other routine activities. Foremost, I would like to place on record the 15th convocation of the institute, which took place during July 27th, 2019. We had a significant number, 863 of undergraduates, a sizable number, 760 of postgraduates, and a remarkable number, 98 of research scholars, totaling to 1,721 students who were awarded degree during the 15th convocation. Professor Subra Suresh, President of the Nanyang Technological University, Singapore, was the chief guest of the day, and he has motivated the graduates of the day. I move on to the department-wise significant contributions by the faculty and the students. To begin with, we have the Department of Architecture. Professor Thirumaran co-authored a book for Springer Verlag Publications, and he has bagged a project together with Professor Samson Matthew of Civil Engineering from TEQIP 3. Next comes Chemical Engineering. Dr. P. Kalai, currently heading the department, received Distinguished Women Award from CARD of Venus Foundation. Dr. Sarchandra Babu has been granted 2 projects worth rupees 86.78 lakhs from ISRO and MHRD. He has also carried out consultancy services worth rupees 23.6 lakhs from BHL Tiruchirappalli. Dr. Perumal Swami was awarded a project worth 26.3 lakhs from the Department of Biotechnology. The department organized an international conference and 4 workshops during this academic year, and a research scholar from the department received the Best Oral Presentation Award in an international conference organized by NIT Allahabad. Moving on, we have the Department of Chemistry, wherein Dr. S. Velmati, currently heading the department, was chosen as elected member by NASI Allahabad. Dr. Samandam Anandan was awarded the PB Punjabi Award 2020 by ACT Mumbai. He has also received a grant of rupees 68 lakhs under Spark project scheme. He was honored with top 2% of world chemistry researchers by Stanford University. Dr. Ganesh Chandra Nandi, Dr. Sarthak Mandal, and Dr. S. Velmati received 3 SCRD sponsored projects worth rupees 76 lakhs. The department has carried out consultancy works worth rupees 29.28 lakhs. The department was also sanctioned rupees 2.37 crores by DST as FIST project. Coming to Civil Engineering Department, Dr. Maris Saminathan was awarded DUO India Faculty Fellowship with a financial support of 3,000 euros from Newcastle University, UK. Dr. S. Jayalakshmi received Icon SWM Excellence Award 2019 from KIIT University, Bhubaneswar. Dr. Nisha Radhakrishnan received sponsored project worth rupees 34.03 lakhs from ACRB Imprint. Dr. Jeevan Joseph has received a research grant of rupees 29 lakhs from DST SCRB. Dr. Sunita received rupees 20.50 lakhs as project grant from NRRDA. Dr. K. Muthukumaran was granted with 2 patents and Dr. Sunita filed 1. One of the students of the department was awarded Icon SWM Excellence Award 2019 and Best Doctoral Research Award. We then have the Department of Computer Applications. Dr. Janet and Dr. Ishwari have published book chapters with publishers of high repute, Taylor and Francis and CRC Press. Their research papers along with scholars have appeared in Scopus Index lecture notes published by Springer Verlag. The department has also conducted 6 workshops during this academic year. We now have computer science and engineering. Dr. Santana Vijayan received the Best Paper Award in an IEEE International Conference on Information Processing. Dr. Rajeshri Sridhar received a research grant under Spark scheme. Dr. Mala and Dr. M. Sridevi received 2 projects from NPO DRDO Cochin. Dr. Rajeshri Sridhar and her team and Dr. M. Sridevi and her team were sanctioned with consultancy projects amounting to rupees 32.69 lakhs from Fidelity Investments Bangalore and the BHL Tiruchirappalli. Dr. M. Brunda and Dr. M. Sridevi have developed a mobile app named Tirumati Cart for self-help groups. The department organized 1 international conference, 1 national conference and 4 workshops during this academic year. We now have the Energy and Environment Department where Professor A.K. Bhaktavatssalam has filed a patent. The CLDEE laboratory has got upgraded to NABL accreditation standards and for doing on-site calibration. During this academic year, the department has organized 3 workshops. Coming to the circuit branches next, first we have the Electrical and Electronics Engineering branch where Professor S. Murthy received project grant worth 55.44 lakhs from MEITI NAM PET 3. Dr. Srinivas Rao Nayak received rupees 32.4 lakhs from CPRI. Dr. Jayabharat Reddy was awarded 31.56 lakhs from SCRB. Dr. Vivek Mohan received 26.92 lakhs of rupees from Spark scheme. Dr. MP Selvan, Dr. Kumaresan carried out consultancy works for Megawin switchgear. Professor Sundareswaran was honored with the top 2% of world electrical engineering researchers by Stanford University. The department has organized the 9th National Power Electronics Conference during this year. The next one was the Electronics and Communications Engineering. Dr. Muthu Chidambaranathan and Dr. Pandishwari from the department received rupees 73 lakhs and rupees 48 lakhs respectively under Spark scheme. Dr. R.K. Jayachitra received a grant from SCRB. Professor Venkatramani, Professor Lakshmanarayanan and Dr. Balarkudi received 3 projects worth rupees 39.73 lakhs. Dr. Lakshmanarayanan has also carried out sponsored research projects and filed 1 patent. The department organized 1 international conference, 2 seminar series and 7 workshops. Dr. V. Krishnakant, previously a research scholar under the guidance of Dr. S. Raghavan, won the first prize in individual open category in the DRDO's Dare to Dream Innovation Award during October 2019 at Defense Expo 2020 organized by the Department of Defense Production, Ministry of Defense, Government of India. We also have a Humanities and Social Sciences Department where Dr. S. Mekala, currently heading the department, was granted funding for workshops from ACT under Margdarshan scheme and ICSSR under Impress scheme to the tune of rupees 3.63 lakhs. The department published 2 books, book chapters with Lambert Academic Publishing Limited and Routledge, most noted for their publications in these fields. The Instrumentation and Control Engineering Department, we have Dr. Dhanalakshmi, who was elected as Fellow by the Institution of Engineers, India. Dr. N. Sivakumaran was given an extension of Engg Faculty Research Fellowship under Visvesvaraya PhD program under MEITI scheme. Dr. P.A. Karthik received a Duo India Professor Fellowship Award by Asia Europe Vision Group. He has also received rupees 49.36 lakhs under Spark scheme. Dr. C. Geeta was granted with rupees 27 lakhs from SCRB. Dr. Elilarsi and Dr. R. Peresami have got projects from DEBEL, DRDO and SCRB. Dr. Sivakumaran and Dr. Peresami accomplished consultancy projects worth rupees 20 lakhs. Dr. G. Uma and Dr. M. Umapati were granted with 2 patents. Dr. Ramakalyan Ayagari published a reference book on control systems with CRC Press USA. He has also delivered an invited talk at the International Federation of Automatic Control Symposium on Advances in Control Education at Philadelphia in the US. His student, Ms. Sharmila Devi, a research scholar, visited University of Delaware, US for 4 months during September to December 2019 for a collaborative research in control engineering and intelligent transportation systems. The department organized 1 international conference and 6 workshops during this year. Dr. Umapati, Dr. Uma and Dr. Peresami have started Prognostic Healthcare Instruments Private Limited under the faculty startup scheme. We next have the Department of Management Studies. Dr. Nivedita was offered a visiting faculty position at the University of Passau, Germany. The department conducted 11 workshops and arranged 22 guest lectures. Moving on further, we have Department of Mathematics. Dr. Lakshmana Gomithinayagam, currently heading the department, served as subject expert for JEE Mains. The department organized 1 international conference, 1 international workshop and 1 national conference and 4 national workshops. We have with us the Mechanical Engineering Department next. Dr. Ashok Kumar Nalathambi was offered international host for ASEAN India Research and Training Fellowship. For Dr. Nain Lin Mandale Technology University, Myanmar. Dr. Ashok Kumar also received rupees 30.51 lakhs from SCRB under Startup Grant. Dr. R. Anand was awarded rupees 49.97 lakhs as research grant from DST BRICS. Dr. Suresh was honored with top 2% of world mechanical engineering researchers by the Stanford University. The department carried out consultancy works to the tune of rupees 5.5 lakhs. It has filed 4 patents and published 2. The Department of Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, we have Dr. Nagarajan, Dr. N. Ramesh Babu, Dr. K. Sivaprasad, Dr. Muthupandi and Dr. S. Kumaran, who were granted projects from various agencies, DST, SCRB, Spark, ISRO Respond and others to the tune of 243 lakhs. The department also made a revenue of rupees 33.4 lakhs from consultancy projects. Dr. S. Muthukumaran filed 3 patents including 1 joint patent with Dr. Ardhanarishwaran of Chemical Engineering Department. For the Department of Physics, we have Dr. R. Nagalakshmi, who received Engg Scientist Award from the Academy of Sciences, Chennai. She has also obtained a research project worth 22.58 lakhs from CSR HRDG. The students of the department were awarded with several Best Oral Presentation prizes in international conferences, and one of the students was awarded with the DST SCRB travel grant as well. The department organized 1 national conference and 1 guest lecture during the academic year. A patent was also filed by the department. Finally, we have Production Engineering Department, wherein Professor Durai Selvam was awarded rupees 22.74 lakhs from GTRE Bangalore, Government of India, and accomplished consultancy projects worth rupees 92.23 lakhs. He was also nominated from India to participate in an international forum on smart manufacturing and launching ceremony for the APO Center of Excellence on Smart Manufacturing at Taiwan. Former Professor R. Narayan Swamy and the current Associate Professor Dr. S. Vinod of this department were honored with the top 2% of world mechanical/production engineering researchers by Stanford University. The department organized one seminar, one workshop, and filed 4 patents during this academic year. Other major student accomplishments among all these departments are 3 Kargil fellowships, 1 Tejos fellowship, 2 Baden-Württemberg scholarships, 10 DARD scholarships, 47 MITAC, and 20 deity scholarships. My hearty congratulations to all the students. We'll move on to the extracurricular activities of the institute during this year. Here are a few highlights of Festember 2019. It was themed as Cinema Paradiso, and it was held from 4th to 6th October 2019. This globally popular cultural festival of this institute hosted 68 events, 11 workshops, 7 informal events, and had a grand finale of the professional entertainment show by Benny Dial, which made Festember 19 one of the most memorable festivals. The institute has also a popular mega ISO certified techno managerial show called Pragyan. This Pragyan planned for 30 events sorted into 7 clusters and capturing the exuberance of technical and managerial worlds. This is not a small feat to accomplish within a limited amount of time. With guest lectures and events that host prestigious experts, Nobel laureates from various fields of science and technology, the fest has built up an impressive reputation that precedes it and attracted students from various parts of the country. With Pixel as its theme, this edition of Pragyan geared up to pay homage to the numerous constituents of the world around us. I place on record the meticulous planning of the event that was scheduled to happen during 13th to 15th of March 2020, which was unfortunately aborted due to the lockdown. We then have the interdepartment Sportsfete, as a part of which on the 23rd September 2019 we had a flagship marathon in the presence of former Indian athlete Arjun awardee Padmini Thomas. Sportsfete 19, the annual interdepartmental sports festival of NIT Trichy, was held during 27th to 30th September 2019. For the first time, pre-fest games were organized for the general audience. The inauguration was followed by a march past participated by all the students of the institution. The Sportsfete witnessed a significant participation by girls. There were 18 events successfully conducted, and the inclusion of hockey and kabaddi for girls in this edition of Sportsfete was a great success. Our student sportsmen and women brought laurels to the institute, winning the overall gold medal in athletics, badminton women, swimming men and women, and volleyball women. While I sincerely thank all the achievers for pouring in their relentless contribution to this institution, let us reflect upon the determination, dedication, and discipline we have put in so far and pledge to invigorate our spirits to mountaineer higher peaks in the forthcoming years. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Professor Ram Kalyan. Come November, Dr. Mini Shaji Thomas will be completing 5 splendid years as Director NIT Tiruchirappalli. 5 beautiful years in which the Institute has registered positive growth trajectory on every parameter for an institute of national importance. She has been a wonderful leader, displaying warmth in her communication, vision in her strategies, and the willingness to work with us as a team member. She will share with us her thoughts on the Institute's response to COVID, the national and international recognitions, as well as the proactive climate that she has created for the implementation of the new education policy. Over to you, Madam.
Good morning and greetings. Chief Guest, Sri Vikas Swaroop, Secretary, Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, Chairperson, Board of Governors, Sri Bhaskar Bhatt, Professor Chidambaram, Deans, HODs, Registrar, Faculty, Staff, Student Council, students, student achievers, parents, alumni, media representatives, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have gathered here to celebrate the achievements of NIT Trichy community during 2019-20. For the world, 2020 was one of the most difficult years, and it was no different for the institute. As the COVID pandemic raged from March 2020, we witnessed unprecedented disruption to the education system in particular. I am glad that we had the willpower, infrastructure, and resources to adapt quickly to the new norm, as we could read the signs knowingly or unknowingly when we look back and look at some of the facts. Not only we were just adapting, our records show that we have indeed continued to perform and reach newer heights since March 2020. Resilience showed by faculty, staff and students and parents too are appreciated, and my congratulations to all of you. I wish to highlight some of the achievements of 2019-20. I am proud to say that we are the only NIT to achieve most of these feats. Our ranking in NIRF have improved. Again, we have made an impact 5th year in a row by moving to 9th position in the engineering category in 2020 and remain the #1 position among the NITs. The institute has improved on all the NIRF parameters over the years. The NIRF task force and data intelligence team coordinated for submission of data and achieved this recognition. Congratulations. NIT Tiruchirappalli is the only NIT to appear in the QS World University Rankings by Subject announced 2 days ago. We are in the 451 to 500 rank bracket in both electrical and electronics and mechanical sciences. Congratulations. The institute is now part of the National Supercomputing Mission NSM. A supercomputer is being installed at an investment of 19 crores. I congratulate Dr. Ramakalyan and team who submitted the proposal. We have an exclusive innovation facilitation center set up by the National Research Development Corporation in the campus right now. We inaugurated a new center for artificial intelligence, IoT and intelligent machines. Few more centers of excellence are being commissioned and will be inaugurated very soon. We invested around rupees 300 crores to promote interdisciplinary research in the last 3 years. My congratulations to the former Dean, Research and Consultancy, Dr. M. Umapati and his team, and the coordinators of all the COEs. We are part of the Prime Minister's Research Fellowship PMRF mission, being in the top 25 institutions in India. Our strategic plan, which was unveiled 2.5 years ago and implemented effectively with periodic review and follow-up, has kept us on track and shown results in terms of publications, patents and projects. Publications in Web of Science journals in 2019 were 768 and in Scopus 1160, an increase of 35%, with 73% in Q1 and Q2 quartiles, indicating the superior quality of our publications. In 1920, 40 sponsored projects have been awarded, amounting to rupees 34 crores. Consultancy revenue increased to 6 crores thanks to the consistent efforts of the faculty and the Center of Excellence in Manufacturing. ISRO Space Technology Innovation Center is executing 6 projects to the tune of 1.6 crores. The institute has published 20 patents and 2 were granted in 2019, which is a significant leap in the history of our institute. Our ties with industry and sister institutions are becoming stronger, with signing of MOUs with IIT Delhi, MSME, NRDC, CDAC, Tata Steel, TI, Micron, CPRI, and Tamil Nadu National Law University, to name a few. By the Atal Innovation Rankings 2020, NIT Trichy is in the top 25 among government institutions. We are entrusted with many responsibilities by the Ministry of Education, and NIT Trichy successfully completed the coordination of Central Seat Allocation Board CSAP 2019 smoothly. I congratulate Dr. S.T. Ramesh and Dr. G. Subbayan and the team CSAP coordinators for this feat. Top faculty performers were recognized for their overall performances on 5th September 2020 Teachers Day, and 27 faculty won Best Performer Awards under 5 different cadres and in 4 different streams. For the first time, research scholars were also evaluated for Budding Researcher Awards. We also recognize 3 staff members for their contributions. NIT Trichy saluted the COVID warriors of the institute during the Independence Day 2020. Congratulations to the medical team for keeping us healthy, security team for the safe and secure campus, computer support group for online support with classes and examinations, Dean Student Welfare and Hostel Administration for managing our student community, Dean Faculty Welfare and the Recruitment Cell for the photo finish faculty recruitment we finished in March 2020, the Student Council, Snehit Galla and his team for all the help during the pandemic. Special thanks to the Academic Office, Dr. Shanmugam, former Dean Academic, and his team. Gratitude to Mr. Palanivel and Professor Cinderella, former registrars, all assistant registrars and the main office staff for uninterrupted paychecks and much more. We are tackling COVID well. The institute has become more vibrant and younger with the addition of 68 new faculty members during the pandemic, including 21 women faculty, adding geographic, demographic, and cultural diversity to the campus community. If the recruitment drive brought 2 generations of intellectual pursuit together, the Global Alumni Meet, hosted along with the RECAL on 4th January 2020 in Chennai, brought 1200 alumni from across the world together. The meet resulted in a promise of 4 projects that include a heritage center, which will be a reality soon. Dr. Raman Sankaranarayanan, former Dean, ID and Alumni Relations, and his team, along with RECAL President Krishna Sai and his team, coordinated this event. Thank you so much. We have not only been making strides in teaching and research, in a significant development to make the campus eco-friendly and sustainable, we initiated large-scale greening of the campus, and accordingly, we planted 7,000 plus saplings, in fact small trees, in the last 3 years. A small Miyawaki forest is in the making. While I am proud of the achievements of NIT Trichy on all aspects so far, we have much more potential yet to be realized. With the Ministry of Education ready to implement the National Education Policy 2020, we must prepare ourselves to embrace some of the features which will propel the institute further towards achieving our strategic plan goals. We are already aligned with NEP with flexible curriculum, credit transfer from few institutions, collaborations with industry and research institutions, to name a few. We are already a multidisciplinary educational and research institution, MERU, as envisaged in the National Education Policy, with 17 departments in engineering, sciences, humanities, management studies, and we started MA program in English, MTech in geotechnical engineering, and MTech industrial automation this academic year. We are also moving towards starting online PG programs in line with increasing the gross enrollment ratio as per NEP 2020. We are appointed the National MOOCs Coordinator, and we are in the process of setting up high-tech studios and developing new PG and UG engineering courses for the Swayam platform. With the National Research Foundation being established soon to promote research culture not only in elite institutes like us, but also in all institutes and colleges across the country, and the government contemplating teaching of engineering in regional languages, we have much to challenge ourselves as NEP gets implemented. I again request all stakeholders to be ready to develop innovative solutions and contribute more to the society and the neighborhood around us. I wish to place on record my sincere gratitude to Sri Vikas Swaroop for sparing his valuable time today. A big thank you to our chairperson Sri Bhaskar Bhatt for encouraging us. My congratulations to all student achievers, all institute medal winners, and endowment and alumni award winners. Special congratulations to the sports contingent, Festapper team, Pragyan team of 2019-20. Let us all work diligently as a team to make this institution reach newer heights. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Madam Director. We would now be joined from Bengaluru by Sri Bhaskar Bhatt. He is our chairperson, Board of Governors, one of the finest technocrats and business leaders of the country. The Business Standard once described him as the disruptor MD who pushed the frontiers of Titan. It's our distinct privilege that he is at the helm of policy making of NIT Trichy. It's also a distinct pleasure that he will address us in this Institute Day. Over to you, sir.
Thank you everyone. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Just put your thumbs up. Thank you. Shri Vikas Swaroop, Director Minnie Thomas, teachers at NIT Trichy, the staff of NIT Trichy, students who are listening in on this video, alumni, and a special congratulations to the winners of today's awards. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to address an audience like this. And it's an even greater pleasure after hearing every time the extraordinary achievements of this institute. This is quite an iconic institute, as I keep realizing on every occasion that I get to hear about its achievements. What I want to really talk about today, and which is what I think Sri Swaroop we are going to hear from, about leadership. This institute has already established a certain leadership in area of technical education, without doubt, with its exceptional ranking consistently in the NIRF. But what qualifies for leadership of an institution is something I have been wondering, because we have known of leadership of people, by people, political leaders, business leaders, and of course, leaders of teams. But when it comes to an entity, what constitutes leadership and what are the qualities? Yes, there is fair amount of research, but I just wanted to share some thoughts from my side. I'm sure we are going to hear from Shri Vikas Swarup an aspect of leadership which we'll find most interesting. The first thing that I picked up from the leadership for NIT Trichy is really, I believe an institution simply doesn't rest on its laurels. That's a quality of leadership that is very, very important. Building on the past versus living in the past are two different attitudes. And the most impressive work that this institute had done, which is to paint a 15-year future for itself, is an outstanding first step towards future leadership. The vision you have painted to be globally competent, to be a globally competent university, trusted for its technical excellence, where learning and research integrate to sustain society and industry. Inspiring, and it's not just inspiring, the mission statement thereafter, as well as the plan with specific metrics that have been evolved collectively, is what qualifies, I believe, NIT towards future leadership. The second, of course, is that, as I have maintained and many of us have talked about, is that the NEP now sets a new starting point, and therefore we can race ahead in this search for leadership. I'm sure NIT will emerge extremely successful as it progresses into the future. I'm sure we'll hear from Shri Vikas Swarup much more, but I just want to share another aspect of leadership, which as an institute and all of you who are in on this call perhaps have thought about, but increasingly this has become, it has been highlighted. It is about leadership with conscience, which is responsible leadership. In business, there has been a debate about leadership to achieve profits, margins, growth, market capitalization. But increasingly, these are being questioned as not the only metrics. It is about responsible business, taking care of the planet, taking care of the community, being fair, and achieving objectives which are beyond compliance, mere compliance of the law. And in this, I have been fortunate to have worked for over 35 years with one group which stands out in India for responsible business leadership, which is the Tata Group. So for all of us on this call and for many others, we are all proud to be Indians and to be part of an institute of national importance. We are proud to be Indians because of the exceptional future that we see for ourselves. We are hurtling towards a $5 trillion economy. everybody's saying this is the India century. And therefore, India is going to progress and progress a great deal. But the conscience I'm talking about is, despite all this, there are as many opportunities in India as there are problems as well. So I leave for all of us to think about some of those problems which are gargantuan in nature and need to be dealt with application of innovation, technical competence, and most importantly, with a heart. Let me illustrate one or two of them. We still have open defecation. Over 300 million people in this country still don't have access to toilets. We have one of the largest undernourished populations in the world. In fact, I believe 35% of children below the age of 5 are still undernourished in this country. Healthcare systems and infrastructure is poor. We are not able to reach out. And there are several of these. I don't want to talk about poverty and so on, or the impact of COVID on migrant labor, etc. It is enormous. Inasmuch as we have made extraordinary strides in progress and economic progress, technological progress, I think there are as many problems. So I leave a message merely of becoming an institute with a conscience, and therefore inculcate in all those stakeholders within the institute and those who are associated, students, achievers, alumni, teachers, to work towards alleviating a few of these over this long period of 15 years that we have chosen for ourselves. I eagerly look forward to hear Shri Vikas Swarup, and once again congratulating all the award winners on this Institute Day. Thank you.
It was around September last year that Shri Bhaskar Bhatt took over as chairperson, Board of Governors NIT Trichy, and addressing us in the Teachers' Day, he said that he was responding to a call from the government that he would contribute his mite to higher education in the country. And today, reflecting on what constitutes leadership in an institute, he gave us in a very crisp phrase that we would move towards an institute with a conscience, which he also paraphrased as becoming responsible leaders, where we would be able to not only harness technological prowess, but do it with an empathic human heart. Such beautiful words, and looks like we would have more of that today with our chief guest picking up from where Shri Bhaskar Bhatt left off. Shri Vikas Swarup is a diplomat and writer who is currently secretary with the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, where he has served as official spokesperson. He has served diplomatic missions in Turkey, the United States, the UK, Ethiopia, Japan, and South Africa. He oversees India's relations with Europe, Central Asia, and the United Nations. His debut novel, Q&A, became an international bestseller, winning the Commonwealth Writers' Prize the exclusive Book Beke Prize from South Africa, the Prix Grand Prix at the 2007 Paris Book Fair, a cricket enthusiast, and so he would very fondly remember the significance of 6th March today, when we also observe 50 years, glorious years of Sunny Gavaskar, who shot to fame on this day on his West Indies tour. And it has also been one of the most uplifting chapters for this nation. Besides being a cricket enthusiast, Shri Vikas Swaroop is an avid tennis fan, a music lover, and the closest we will have to the Renaissance ideal of a well-rounded personality. He has recorded his speech for us at NIT Trichy, and he calls it the 4 C's of leadership. It is how engineers can take a lead in a world that is increasingly becoming asymmetric. Let's stand by for the speech.
Shri Bhaskar Bhatt, Chairperson, Board of Governors, Dr. Mini Shaji Thomas, Director, members of the faculty, and dear students. I am delighted to join you all today, albeit virtually, on the occasion of the Institute Day. This is a very important day in the life of an institution, an occasion to reflect on the journey so far and look to the path ahead. During its journey of the last 57 years, NIT Tiruchirappalli has gone from strength to strength and is now ranked the best among all NITs for the last 5 years running and the 9th among all engineering institutions in India. The real purpose of education is to help students realize their inner potential. And it is institutions like the NIT which make this possible by inspiring students to embrace challenge and find joy and self-worth through achievement. Today is the day when we honor achievement, with certificates and medals being given to all meritorious students from all departments across all degrees. So when Dr. Thomas invited me to be the chief guest, I accepted immediately, because you are the National Institute of Technology, and I am a firm believer in the power of technology to solve problems and change the world. It is technology which is improving our health and our lives, keeping us more connected, and helping create a more sustainable future for all of humanity. But I also believe that technology is only as good as the humans that are creating it. And that is why, to achieve the promise of technology, you require leadership with skill and vision. A leader is anyone who can inspire and encourage and thereby maximize the effort of the team under him or her. So I thought I will talk to you today about what makes a good leader. I also wrote a book about it called The Accidental Apprentice. In short, I believe a good leader must have 4 important attributes, what I call the 4 C's. The first C is creativity. A good leader must be creative, with new ideas and original thinking which can inspire their team to greater heights, to do something no one else has done before. The 20th century was the century of manufacturing, but the 21st century is the century of innovation. Today, Apple has become the most valuable company in the world because of its ability to constantly innovate. A leader must therefore have the capability to think out of the box, to solve problems, and to find better ways of doing things. Now, there is a common misperception that creativity is only for artistic types and geniuses, that creativity is something one is born with or without. It's also been a long-held belief that people are either right-brained or left-brained, meaning they are either creative or they are logical. I personally don't believe in this left brain, right brain theory. I don't believe that being creative is the exclusive preserve of a few. I believe that creative ability is something that exists in all of us in greater or lesser degree. It's just that in some people it remains dormant, while others have learned to orient the antenna of their minds to receive and channel creative impulses. And the first step to tapping the source of creativity that lies in all of us is another C, curiosity. Apples had been falling on people's heads for centuries. But why did it take a Newton to discover the theory of gravity? Because Newton was curious. As William Hazlitt put it, millions saw the apple fall, but Newton was the one who asked why. The mind is like a muscle. It becomes stronger with exercise. And there is no better mental exercise than curiosity. Curiosity is actively exploring your environment, asking questions. We are living in a world of increasing complexity. Our brain takes in more information from our environment in a single day than the largest computer does in 1 year. And scientists say that in order to manage complexity, you need not just intellectual quotient and emotional quotient, not just IQ and EQ, but also CQ, curiosity quotient. When we are curious, we see things differently. We use our powers of observation more fully. A hungry mind is a prerequisite for successful innovation. When the mind is curious, new ideas can come from anywhere, from a random thought or an overheard conversation, from a bizarre dream or a beautiful piece of art, from a book, a newspaper, a piece of music, even a piece of rock. To take my own example, the inspiration for my first novel, Q&A, came from a news report I had read in 1999 about a project called Hole in the Wall. In that project, a group of computer scientists working at the NIT campus in New Delhi carved a hole in the wall that had joined the Kalkaji slum and put a computer there with an internet connection and a touch screen. And they discovered that children living in that slum started using that computer entirely on their own, without any teachers, without knowing a word of English, without being educated. And I thought, if a slum kid can use a computer, then he can also participate in a brain quiz and win. So I juxtaposed these two themes of a game show and of a contestant who has had no formal education, who has street knowledge as opposed to book knowledge. And that is how Slumdog Millionaire was born. The second C is courage. Courageous leaders lead their organizations in authentic and sustainable ways. They stick to their principles, are willing to innovate, make changes, and won't walk away when times get tough or things get difficult. Courageous leaders are prepared to hold steady and be absolutely clear on their values and principles at all times. They have the courage to stick to these even when the easiest thing to do is to compromise. They will always strive to do what is right rather than what is expedient. It is courage which builds capacity for taking risk, which is a necessary ingredient for growth, innovation, creativity, and success. But when you take risk, you also open yourself to the possibility of failure. Good leaders do not fear failure. As Dr. Carol Dweck said, the word fail means first attempt in learning, F-A-I-L. Therefore, courageous leaders are more willing to fail in the pursuit of success, and they are more willing to try new things because they see their failures in a positive light as learning and growth as opposed to something negative and permanent. Courage comes from confidence. To become a good and strong leader, it is necessary for a person to first of all have confidence in himself or herself and then on the people around them. No one follows a leader who is not self-assured or less confident. But this confidence should be based on a bedrock of diligent practice and hard work. The problem with today's instant noodles generation is that many people look for shortcuts to success. But there are no shortcuts in life. Great things take great effort to achieve. There are only two places where success comes before talent. One is the dictionary, the other is Big Boss. Equally, confidence should not mean cockiness. A leader must always remain humble and accessible to all. He or she must have empathy instead of an ego in order to connect with other people effectively. The third C is communicate. Good leaders are good communicators who are able to motivate and energize their teams. Good leaders think with clarity and express their ideas and share information clearly. They say what they mean. They are direct, don't hide behind complexity or pile on a ton of information. As Albert Camus once said, those who write clearly have readers, those who write obscurely have commentators. The key to being a good communicator is to be a good listener. When you listen well, you gain a clear understanding of another's perspective and knowledge. Similarly, to be a good writer is to be a good reader. Only reading can help develop your mind. Only reading can help develop the vocabulary, which is essential to effective communication. And that is why I always encourage students to read. The last and final C is contribute. Good leaders give back to society. They contribute because they are compassionate. The world is a place of great diversity, but also great inequality. Those of you studying in these great institutions are very fortunate. But there are millions of children out there who do not have the means to get a quality education. So at all times, we must show compassion to those in need. And I'm happy to see NIT Tiruchirappalli already practicing this. You are serving the local community by developing a low-cost street vacuum cleaner, solar cold storage for farmers, JEE coaching for rural school students, and women entrepreneurship programs and training for local women. I applaud these efforts and urge you to carry on volunteering to serve the local communities around you. This reminds me of the most important C for a speaker, conclusion. So let me conclude. You, the students at this great institution, are the future of our country. And you are fortunate to be living in the most exciting era of innovation and inspiration in human history. Today, thanks to the information revolution, a poor young girl with an internet-enabled cell phone has as much knowledge at her disposal as a millionaire with 100,000 books in his library. And it is this democratization of technology that has unleashed the creativity of 1 billion Indians. When I was your age, it was a different India, where job opportunities were limited, entrepreneurial energies were shackled by the license permit Raj, and self-confidence was lacking. Today, we are no longer constrained by the burdens of the past. We believe that nothing is impossible. And thanks to NIT, you have been equipped with the tools to make the impossible possible. You will lead the race for new ideas. You will be the innovators, inventors, artists, and entrepreneurs of the future. But remember, the best way to predict the future is to create it. So go ahead and create the future. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 speakers have given us doses of vitamin C, starting with our director. She, in her talk, spoke about synergic collaboration and capacity building. The chairperson, Shri Bhaskar Bhatt, spoke about leadership with a conscience. And today it's been a celebration of the letter C. I thought of a convenient mnemonic to remember some fine qualities that constitute leadership. And our chief guest, Shri Vikas Swarup, spoke about leadership as creativity, which comes with curiosity to ask why. The courage of conviction, clarity in communication that brings people together so that we can work proactively, and the contribution one wants to make to society, the giving back. We would remember this very crisp master class on leadership, and in expressing our gratitude, we would like to present a memento to our chief guest. This is presented by our director to the chief guest. She will do so ceremonially by handing it over to the registrar, Professor Umapati, who would receive it on behalf of Shri Vikas Swarup. I request our dignitaries on the stage to move forward. We would now felicitate our students, rank holders. We have medal winners who are present here to receive their medals and certificates. They will be approaching the stage as I read out their names. These are the Institute Day Prize winners for BArch, BTech. We start with Architecture 2016 batch, Lavanya M. BTech Computer Science and Engineering for the batch of 2017, Yes Raghul. BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering for the batch 2017, M. Pranav. BTech Metallurgical and Material Engineering for the batch 2017, Pranav A. The second rank holders who would receive certificates, starting with BArch for the batch 2016, Architecture, Shweta R. BTech Civil Engineering 2017 batch, Rajeshwari CMK. BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering 2017 batch, Ramapragada Krishna Sai Tarun. BTech Instrumentation and Control Engineering for the batch 2017, Shivashankaran V. BTech Metallurgical and Materials Engineering for the batch 2017, B. Subisha. The dignitaries may resume their seats. We would now have the Institute Day Prize winners. Their photos and names would be displayed on the screen as I read out their names. Starting with architecture and proceeding in the alphabetical order, and starting with BArch, BTech, and proceeding to MTech, MCA, MBA. BArch Architecture for batches 2014-2015, Priya S., Mitra R., Steffi and Tommy, Muhammad Haseen Akhtar, Shireen Hussain, Chirasmita Das. Batches 2016-2017, Lavanya M., Shweta R., Atira PR, VK Jeevan Kumar, Shri Akash S., Devulapalli Pooja. For the 2018 batch, Shikha Pegu, Anuradha S., Jayatri Dhara. BTech Chemical Engineering. The 2015 batch, A. Muthukrishnan, Iyer Shweta Shankar, Shri Hari Yes, R. Abhinandan Nabera, Bhubesh Murugappan. Batches 2016-2017 Chemical Engineering, Nischal Mathur. Akash Darshan US, Sunanda Seshan, Deepthi Kannan, Tejasvi Madireddy, Shankha Shubra Paul, Upamanyu Patnaik. Moving on to BTech Civil Engineering, the 2015-2016 batches. Dinkar Parashar, Patlola Sri Varshini, Srividya HS, Vishal Kumar, Kedari Setti Ashrita, Trinayan Das. The 2017 batch, Muninder Jeevram Ahir, CMK Rajshri, Ayush Kumar Singh. BTech Computer Science and Engineering 2015 batch, Madhav Shankar K, Aishwarya Nair, A.S. Sri Lakshmi, Abhinaya S.B., Amedapu Nidisha Reddy, Pedagobu Vishal Vedvyas. Batches 2016-2017, Shivani Chandar, Rajat Bhatta, Akshaya K.S., Yes Raghul, L. Harinarayan, Mogalapalli Harshit. BTech Electrical and Electronics Engineering, the 2015 batch, Rita Bina Bishwas, Arnab Bhattacharji, Dedipya V, Kotni Tirumala Sai Akhil, Shruti Ravi Shankar. The 2016-2017 batches, Aradhana MP, Aryan S. Shaw, Amrita S.B., Vishesh Biyani, Pawar Satyam Jagdish, Mohit Agarwal. BTech Electronics and Communication Engineering, the 2015-2016 batches, Rupesh Gupta, Banna Venkatesh, Vemula Sai Harsha, Yashwant L, Rajiv Ramachandran, Mummadi Srikant Reddy. The 2017 batch, M. Pranav, Ramapragada Krishnasai Tarun, Saurabh Srivastava. BTech Instrumentation and Control Engineering, the 2015 batch, Navya Shaji, Deepadarshini Yes, Pallampatti Jnanasai Sri Harsha, Yes Amruta. 2016-2017 batches, G. Vishal, Buddha Tejasvi, Murikipudi Sai Shri Venkata Krishna Sindura, Shashwat Jayakrishnan, Shivashankaran V, C. Sanjay. BTech Mechanical Engineering, the 2015-2016 batches, R. Anirudh, Shah Saumya Praveen Bhai, Muhammad Muaz Muhammad Dilshad H, M. Narendran, Sri Darshan K.S., Nitin K. Subhash, B. Sri Kumar. The 2017 batch, Harshit Mittal, Somnath Swain, Manu Aditya R.P. BTech Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, the 2015-2016 batches, Kulkarni Anish Niranjan, Ayush Khurana, M. Vivekanand, Vadde Chetan Naveen, Arpit Jain, R. Devi Janani, Samir Aman Salman. The 2017 batch, Pranav A, B. Subisha, Manan Atul Suraiya. BTech Production Engineering, 2015-2016 batches, Nandini S, Praveen M, Patruni Hemant Kumar, M. Nivedita, Arun P. Palaniyappan, Rio Paul Jackson. The 2017 batch, Paula Vamsi Rahul, Tamiri Surya Prakash, Himanshu Ranjan, Akansha, Murali Krishna N. The 2018 batch, Surya Rao Kimaya, Miriam Santosh Kadavan, Harshit Agrawal. We move on to the Institute Day Prize winners for MTech, MArch, MSc, MCA, MBA, starting with MTech Chemical Engineering, the 2017-2018 batches: Shubhra Shankha Mukherjee, Riya Muttappa, Meghna A.D., Gandhi Satish, Ashik B.S., Shyamjit P.M. MTech Process Control and Instrumentation, the 2017-2018 batches: Aitam Reddy Chandana, Jortin Abraham James, Vidhi Shah, Prabhu P., Vipin Kumar Shukla, Muthu Krishnan. MTech Energy Engineering, the 2017-2018 batches: Roja K., Jude Felix J., Vagmode Siyog Mayappa, Nijin VP, Praful Agrawal, Tamar Selvan M., Rahul R. MTech Transportation Engineering and Management, the 2017-2018 batches: Nisha M. Samuel, Nidhi Katait, Rachit Sharma, Kanchipatti Venkateshwarlu, Bhavin Lal K., Priyadarshini B., Shah Muhammad Shanawaz Ahmed, Jyotis B. Lal. MTech Structural Engineering, the 2017-2018 batches: Tasleen N., Shruti Mittal, J. Shajit Hussain, Ram Kumar S., Divya Roy S., Guram Vinay, Sneha Leah George. MTech Environmental Engineering, the 2017-2018 batches: Divya Lakshmi Jayabal, Nalam NVDL HSS Aruna Lakshmi Shushmita, Lakshmi V. Prakash, Lakshmi Mohan B., Afina Gulam, Shraddha Nair. MTech Construction Technology and Management, the 2017-2018 batches: Sanchari Banerjee, Manishita Das, Kiran Kumar AM, VVG Sai Aditya, Ramchandran A., Bhavna Lakshmi MV. MTech Data Analytics, the 2017-2018 batches: Vandana Singh, Saija Krunal Kiran Kumar, Singaraju Dakshayani, Ralabandi Fani Raj, Ronanki Swami Sriharsha, Ankit Kumar Sa. MTech Computer Science and Engineering, the 2017-2018 batches: Snigdha Jain, Anjali TP, Arjun KP, Chitra, Sushmita Kumari Nishad, Kankan Moni Brahma. MTech Power Systems, the 2017-2018 batches: Kolli Jnaneshwar, Karnati Suresh Reddy, Kumbha Gopi, Vinnakota Pavani, Devraj Yes, Devarla Romika. MTech Power Electronics, the 2017-2018 batches: Kadam Vishwajit Sudhakar, P. Srikant, Mistri Ketal Kumar, Sailesh Kumar, Kampalli Sri Kanaka Prasanna Jali, Naman Agarwal, Muhammad Shanawaz Khan, Sinchita Mighty. MTech Communication Systems, the 2017-2018 batches: Shankar N. Nair, Sorapalli Jnana Subramanyam, Ratnavel Yes, Chintala Jyotirmai, Tota Sashirekha, Chimala Naveen, Kadimi Vinay Kumar. MTech VLSI System, the 2017-2018 batches: Pradeep J., Bobili Vinita, Ashwin PP, Nitin KS, KM Rajnandani Patwa, Anumula Tejasvi, Karre Naresh. MTech Industrial Safety Engineering, the 2017-2018 batches: Adil Moideen T, Jivesh Kumar, Arumugam S, Jidin A, Meera R, Sharat M. M.Tech Thermal Power Engineering 2017-2018 batches, Saurabh Prajapati, Abin Francis, Dhananjay Kumar, More Bhavesh Raja, Nitin Sharma, Gaurav Khanna. M.Tech Welding Engineering 2017-2018 batches, Sachin Jacob Abraham, Mageshkar M, Muhammad Anis MS, Salapu Sirisha Sai, Bibish B. Anthony, Akhilesh RV. M.Tech Material Science and Engineering 2017-2018 batches, Abhishek Singh, Karthik G, Praveen VP, Ramji R, Karumuri Ratna Priyanka P. Damini. M.Tech Industrial Metallurgy 2017-2018 batches, Raj Kuldeep Singh Ranveer Singh, Ashwin Kumar C, Apu Kumar Singh, Amal C. Abraham, Bhaskaran K, Krishnan S. M.Tech Non-Destructive Testing 2017-2018 batches, Abin Saji, Vignesh K, Yalagada Raju, Sushil Patil, Ashok Kumar T, Muhammad Mustafa Pulikal. M.Tech Manufacturing Technology 2017-2018 batches, Vaishak Mohan, Aditya Goyal, Ganesh TM, Kartikeyan R, E.V. Abhinav, Raghunath Prabhu, yes. M.Tech Industrial Engineering and Management, the 2017-2018 batches, Saurabh Lalwani, R. Harikrishnan, Tentu Ravi Teja, Palakkollu Venkatasai Anurag, Jagdhane Sahil Pramod, Polas Rahul Purushottam. Management Studies 2017-2018 batches, Aishwarya Prince, Anusha Natarajan, Navya Ravindran, Muthulakshmi Yen, Tankala Shalini Gupta, Sharika Joanna, Vijaya Lakshmi Yen, Dhanya Johnson. MSc Chemistry 2017-2018 batches, Athira KM, Arun Tampi, M. Sai Shruti, Savitri Vishwanathan, V. Vidya, Abhinash Nayak, Vandana Rawat. MSc Physics 2017-2018 batches, Kaushalya D, Aniket De, Atulya Babu, Ashutosh Kumar Singh, Lucky Donald Lingdo Kinshi, M. Lakshman. MSc Computer Science 2017-2018 batches, Ganga Gausalya P, Shritika Manikandan, Swatika E, Utsa Chattopadhyay, Aliv Ghosh, Akshaya E. MCA Computer Application 2016 batch, Neelam Gaur, Suman Chowdhury, Suraj Bhan Singh. 2017-2018 batches, Shaikha Khan, Varsha Patidar, Sanjeev Keshri, Chandar Shekhar, Sahil Goyal, Swikriti Singh, Shivam Tiwari. Architecture MArch 2017-2018 batches, Prashantini Rajagopal, Chitella Ravichandran, Manoj Kumar S, Sanjana R, Vignesh Sajeev, Pragya Aigal. We now recognize the overall outstanding student of the year, and that unique distinction goes to roll number 102116051, Shivani Chandar. We now quickly move on to the endowment awards, starting with the Srimati G.S. Rajalakshmi Memorial Award presented to first 3 rank holders up to the 7th semester in Chemical Engineering: Akash Darshan US, Nischal Mathur, S. Kaushik. Dr. M. Shanmugam Award for the first rank holder up to the 7th semester in Civil Engineering, Vishal Kumar. The Shri Karchi Endowment Award for the best project in the Department of Architecture, Ashutosh Shukla, Sajita G. The Shri M.S. Balakumaran Award for the best outgoing student of MTech NDT, Sushil Patil. The Professor S. Muthukaruppan Endowment Award for the second rank holder in Tripoli branch up to the 7th semester, Aradhana MP. The Shri Janardana Iyengar Memorial Award for the best outgoing academic performance in just concluded academic year, Rupesh Gupta, M. Pranav, Madhav Shankar K, Vishesh Biyani, Shashwat Jayakrishnan. The Srimati Sitama Memorial Award for the first rank holder up to the 7th semester in the ECE branch, Yashwant L. The Dr. Sarguru Das Memorial Award for the best performance in mathematics in the first year BTech, Sudarshan Kannapadi. Sri Avinash Memorial Award for the best outgoing male student of the ICE department, G. Vishal. The Sri Avinash Memorial Award for the best outgoing female student of the ICE branch, Kari Tanmay Shivani. Professor Ibrahim Dr. Sitaraman Award for the best outgoing student of the Department of Management Studies, Sharika Joanna P. She also receives the Professor Tirumalai Arasan Award for the topper in HR and OB subjects in MBA, Sharika Joanna P. Srimati Neela Balasubramanian Memorial Award for the best outgoing student in the ECE branch, Yashwant L. Karthik S. Memorial Award for the first rank holder up to the 7th semester in BTech Production Engineering, Pratiksha Sahu. The Shri Vijay Lakshmi Kandan Memorial Award for the first rank holder up to the 7th semester in BTech ECE, Yashwant L. The late S. Doraiswamy Memorial Award for the first rank holder up to the 3rd semester MTech Industrial Safety Engineering, Jidin A. The Shri Ramanujam and Srimati Sundari Ramanujam Memorial Award for the first rank holder in English in BTech, Yes Varsha. Mr. Subhash Chandra Bose Endowment Award for the best outgoing student in BTech MME, R. Devi Janani. The Dr. T. Balasubramaniam Endowment Award for the first rank holder in MSc Physics in the first and second semesters, Ashutosh Kumar Singh. Dr. A. L. Abdul Sattar Memorial Award for the outstanding student in the third year ECE, Pranav M. Mr. Oisik Adak Endowment Award for the best creative designer in the Department of Architecture, Sahib Singh Chawla. Joseph Martin Fernando Trophy for excellence in the study and documentation of vernacular architecture, R. Ashruta Harshini. The S. J. Chain Lu Medal of Excellence for the first rank holder in the first year. For Chemical Engineering, Anuj Das Gupta. Civil Engineering, Kartika G. Kumar. Computer Science and Engineering, Harshit Agrawal. Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Jayamatangi Srinivasan. Electronics and Communication, Arvind S. Instrumentation and Control Engineering, Miriam Santosh Kadavan. Mechanical Engineering, R. Surya Narayan. Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, Surya Rao Kimaya. Production Engineering, Pratyush Kumar Das. The Professor J. Raja Award for the highest CGPA in all accounting and finance subjects in the first year of MBA. It goes to 3. Aparajita Bhattacharya Subha Vasanta G. The Professor K.S. Pandey Memorial Outstanding Student Award. The student should be within the top 10% of the class or within the top 10 ranks of the class based on CGPA at the end of the 7th semester and also be active in sports. And that award goes to Arpit Jain. The Professor K.S. Pandey Memorial Academic Achievement Award for the academically best student based on CGPA at the end of 5 semesters of the BTech MME program goes to Pranav A. The best outgoing student of MME, which is sponsored by Messrs. Chennai Metco Private Limited, Chennai, and this award goes to R. Devi Janani. The Anjali Surendran Endowment Award for the best outgoing undergraduate student from Production Engineering Department. The recipient is K. Tanushri. The best NCC cadet, Ashutosh Shukla. And Anush Verma. The Dr. S.H. Ibrahim Memorial Award for the best outgoing student in BTech Chemical Engineering, Pooja Hariharan. The RECT 78 Alumni Medal for the best outgoing girl student, Pragya Rai. We move on to the Alumni Awards given to BArch and BTech. Architecture, Muhammad Haseen Akhtar. Chemical Engineering, Akash Darshan US. Civil Engineering, Vishal Kumar. Computer Science and Engineering, Shivani Chandar. Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Aryan S. Shah. Electronics and Communication Engineering, Yashwant L. Instrumentation and Control Engineering, G. Vishal. Mechanical Engineering, Sridarshan K.S. Metallurgical and Materials Engineering, R. Devi Janani. Production Engineering, Pratikshya Sahu. We continue with the Alumni Awards, this given to MArch, MTech, MSc, MCA, MBA. Architecture, Sanjana R. Chemical Engineering, Gandhi Satish. For Process Control and Instrumentation, Prabhu P. Energy and Environment, Nijin VP. Civil Engineering, Transportation Engineering and Management, Priyadarshini B. Structural Engineering, Ramkumar S. Environmental Engineering, Shraddha Nair. Construction Technology and Management, VVG Sai Aditya. Computer Science and Engineering, Chitra. Electrical and Electronics Engineering for Power Systems, Vinakota Pavani. For Power Electronics, Naman Agrawal. And Electronics and Communications Engineering for Communication Systems, Tota Sashireka, Chintala Jyotirmai, and Nitin K.S. We move on to VLSI System, Nitin K.S. Mechanical Engineering, Industrial Safety Engineering, Jidin A. Thermal Power Engineering, More Bhavesh Raja. Metallurgy and Materials Engineering for Welding Engineering, Salapu Sirisha Sai. Material Science and Engineering, Karumuri Ratna Priyanka. Industrial Metallurgy, Amal C. Abram. Production Engineering, Manufacturing Technology, Karthikeyan R. Industrial Engineering and Management, Palakolu Venkatasai Anurag. Physics, Non-Destructive Testing, MTech, Sushil Patil. Physics MSc, Ashutosh Kumar Singh. Chemistry MSc, V. Vidya. Management Studies, Master Business Administration, Sharika Joanna P. Computer Applications, Data Analytics, Ralabandi Fani Raj. Master of Computer Applications, Shaikha Khan. Computer Science, MSc, Utsa Chattopadhyay. We have one other award instituted by RECAL. This is the Anand Chidambaram Memorial Award that goes to Sharan Deepak Menon. We now recognize the contributions of the Festember 2019-2020 team. Krishna Shankar Rajesh, Treasurer. Praveen Kumar J, Chairperson, and Shankar Neelakanthan, Overall Coordinator. The Pragyan Team 2019-2020, T.S. Sudarshan, Overall Coordinator, Ram Sundaram, Chairperson, Deepak S, Treasurer. RECAL also recognizes outstanding sports achievements. The Outstanding Sportsman Award goes to Mervyn Moses. The Outstanding Sportswoman is Isha, CH. The flavor of the season is cricket. The best batsman of the year, Korlakota Sandeep Kumar. And the best bowler, Meet Rakesh Surati. The Inter-NIT 2019-2020 overall winners athletics. Inter-NIT 2019-2020 overall winners badminton. Inter-NIT 2019-2020 volleyball boys. Inter-NIT 2019-2020 volleyball girls. We now recognize departments for their outstanding contribution in terms of research publications, sponsored research, consultancy, patent filing, publication of books. We have two categories, the engineering segment and the non-engineering segment. In the engineering segment, the department that receives the trophy this year is the Chemical Engineering Department. We request our dignitaries on the stage to move forward to present the trophy. The head of the Department of Chemical Engineering is Madam Kalai Chelvi, who is coming on the stage now to receive the trophy on behalf of the department. It comes with the trophy and a certificate, a citation. This recognition is to encourage departments and for faculty to come forward to do even better research, publish in Q1 journals, go on to file patents, and thus help in improving the NIRF ranking. In that spirit, it is the Department of Chemistry that topped this year's non-engineering segment as well, but we would this time, recognizing their preeminent position, award the trophy to the Department of Management, and the head of the department, Shri Muruganandam, will now come on to the dais to receive the trophy for outstanding performance by a department in the non-engineering segment. We now move on to recognizing the contributions of the Student Council. Our President Snehit Gala is here. We would request Satish Sharma and Rahul to join the party. These are the dynamic members of the Student Council 2019-2020. We request the Dean, Student Welfare, Professor M. Kumareshan. He is professor with the Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering, so he will also join the presentation party. we request everybody to stay on stage, and Snehit Gala would, after the presentation ceremony, introduce to the gathering the members of the new Student Council. The new Student Council for the year 2020-2021, to introduce us to them. So you will, yeah? Okay, yeah, first the group photo and then we will do this. We would now have Snehit Gala introducing members of the new Student Council.
So, as I've before mentioned, the council members of 2019-20, so last year, when this Institute Day, which would have happened in April, we would have passed on a baton to the new Students' Council, but we are doing it now. Nevertheless, we still wish them all the best, and now I call upon the Student Council members of 2021 onto the stage. Kamlesh Khanna, President. Fatima Maha, Vice President. Rahul R, General Secretary. Okay, and the rest are Arunesh A, Joint Secretary, Shruti PM, PG Secretary, Rishabh Mohan Tripathi, PG Secretary, Niveda B, PhD MS Secretary, and we have the other secretaries for technical, cultural and social councils as well. Kishore V, Technical Secretary, Saicharan Kalyan Ram, Cultural Secretary, and S. Sanjay Kumar, Social Secretary. So guys, all the best. I know you guys have taken the baton in a very tough time, but I'm sure you will definitely make all of us proud, and also the institute. Good luck. From Council 1920. Thank you.
We thank the dignitaries for doing us the honors. I now call upon the Student Vice President for the academic year 2020-21, Ms. Fatima Maha, to propose the vote of thanks.
I extend my warm greetings to everyone present here. It is my privilege to be representing my predecessor, Ms. Pragya Rai, Student Council Vice President 2019-2020, to propose this vote of thanks on this occasion. First of all, I extend my gratitude to our most distinguished chief guest of the day, Shri Vikas Swarup sir. It is indeed a great pleasure to be able to listen to this inspiring speech. I am sure we can all take valuable lessons of leadership from the words. I would like to thank Chairperson, Board of Governors, Shri Bhaskar Bhatt sir, for his valuable contribution and his motivating words. I would like to thank our beloved Director for her presence and for her never-ending support and guidance for all our endeavors. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the 5 years of relentless efforts for our welfare. I would like to thank Deans registrars and HODs who have always been a constant source of support to the students. Thank you, sirs. Thank you, ma'ams. I would also like to thank the Senate members. I must mention a deep sense of appreciation for the members of faculty and staff who have worked tirelessly for the institution in various occasions over the years. I extend my profound gratitude to the alumni for their unparalleled contributions. Huge thanks to the committee members and members of CST who have worked meticulously in making comfortable arrangements for this event. We express our sincere thanks to the members of Estate Maintenance, Security Office, and medical officers for continuously extending their support in all the events. I wish to appreciate the prominent contributions of Snehit Kalla and Pragya Rai, the President and Vice President of Student Council 2019 to 2020, and the entire team of Student Council 2019 to 2020. I would also like to thank the office bearers of current Student Council for their significant contribution and timely work. My hearty congratulations to all the award winners, and I wholeheartedly wish that you excel in all the endeavors. I also express my gratitude to all the parents and students who have attended the event physically, and also to everyone who is watching the event online with utmost patience and enthusiasm. I wish to express the gratitude to Arun Media for the wide coverage of this event currently. I would also like to thank Dr. Vinod Balakrishnan sir for taking us through this event. Finally, I would like to end the vote of thanks with something Pragya and I firmly believe in. There is so much potential for our institution in this journey of empowering students, and especially girl students. Once again, I thank you for all your timely contributions and cordial cooperation. Without all your presence, this event wouldn't have been a resounding success. Thank you.
It's been a wonderful 2 hours with all of us here celebrating the Institute Day. Your attention, please remember to pick up your snacks box which you would get on your way out of this hall. Time now to rise for the national anthem.